Me too. Cheers. Thanks for listening. This is the Richie Rich and Westerfer Show. We're coming to you live from West Hollywood with a party going on overhead. Helicopters going on.
There's a lot going on this weekend.
Yeah, we're like tucked into a smaller little quote-unquote studio, aka my hallway.
It's very cozy and romantic.
It is. I hope it has the effect where, like, it, you know how when you sing in a closed space, it makes your voice like echo and sound better. I hope it doesn't sound like we're talking down like a tunnel or something.
I'm sure we're fine.
Yeah, it'll be great. It'll be great.
It's entertaining nonetheless.
The high standards that our audience is already used to.
Is the music down? Okay, we're good.
Yeah, the music is down. I actually pressed record. And everything is going.
We're getting the hang of this thing so far.
We're doing good. So, of course, the Richie Rich and Westerfer Show, we ask a sex question of the week and talk about today's trending topics. Now, before we get to any of that, we have a couple shout-outs this week. Richie Rich, how was your week?
My week was good, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Very low-key. I worked a lot and stayed in a lot, which is very rare for me, and having weird going away parties or birthdays or anything like that. So I was in bed by 8 p.m. 3 days in a row.
Wow.
Which is absolutely unheard of if you know me.
That's crazy.
How was your week?
It was good. The same. I was working, and I did end up kind of having like a nice little happy hour yesterday and all that. So yeah, checked out a new little sushi place right down the street with my boyfriend. So I know I love sushi. It's so good.
Only fish he eats.
Yeah. Do you have any shout outs this week?
I do. Twitter follower. Hello, I can't even speak. I'm like, half a glass of wine.
Literally had half a glass of wine.
I'm off the wagon already. It's Bilal, bitch. Giving him a shout out. He listens to the show and tweeted me earlier today. So thank you for tuning in.
Awesome. Well, thank you for listening. And I have a shout out to, on Facebook, actually, this is a Facebook group called Podcast Discovery Center, PDC.
Ooh.
The PDC crew, they're the ones who I met all of our other podcasters through, and I'm meeting all these people through. And when I put our show up on YouTube this week, which, hey!
Yay, we're on YouTube!
Yay, we're on YouTube. When I put all the videos up on YouTube, like our last 10 videos up, or our last 10 podcasts up, I did a post and said, hey, if you're on YouTube, I'll follow you. Just give me your link.
Oh, cool.
So that ended up getting us like 7 followers in return.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So that's nice to have a community support there. But that's the way they do it. Is you're not really supposed to promote. You're supposed to build community. So that's why I put it out there like, hey, we're just starting. So if you're already on YouTube, I'll subscribe you. Just tell me what it is.
Sweet.
So that immediately, I figured if I followed people, they would follow me back. But I didn't just post it like, hey, follow us.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like, it encourages you to think as a community, which I think is really cool and really important. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Wes is the tech savvy one in the group, guys.
Well,
like, upload what to what? What to YouTube?
You say that, but as it turns out, yeah, there's really is like zero technical anything going on here. It's just an iPhone and some clip mic. So
well, the more you know.
Hey, you can podcast from anywhere. Yeah, I mean, we should do like a how to like pirate podcast, because I feel like there are so many podcasts that are on where they definitely have, are using all this equipment and these expensive microphones and all this stuff and
an actual
and
studio
computers
upstairs.
And we literally use a fucking iPhone, and I just think anyone, could do it, and a lot more people might be making their own podcasts if they knew how easy it was. So maybe we'll have to give a tutorial.
Podcasting for dummies.
Yeah, we'll see. All right, well, we'll get to our topics in a minute. I'll run through them really quick here. We want to talk about Anton Yelchon. We want to talk about Demi Lovato. Well, we want to talk shit about
We want to talk about Demi Lovato.
We're going to talk about some old school shade. We're going to talk about Selma Blair on a plane. We're going to talk about Finding Dory, and we've got a new section this week called Nerd News. Yeah, because we always talk about nerd stuff, so now we're just going to
every single
lump
week
it together. And then, of course, we're going to talk about Abby Lee Miller and get to who do we hate, who do we love this week. Before our sex question, which we put up on Twitter, we asked, have you ever let anyone watch you have sex?
And half of you are lying.
Yeah, basically.
Or very, very boring.
Yeah. So we'll get to that at the tail end of the show, kind of the icing on the cake, as it were. And before any of that, one last thing is we put this out there many podcasts ago, many episodes ago, telling people that if you go on iTunes and leave us a 5-star review, we'll read anything that you say. Now, so far, people have been very nice.
Yeah, so far. I'm still waiting for that one day.
Mm-hmm. We have a new one who says fabulous news. From what's his name? My Ridden Crow. He says, I've been greatly enjoying getting my trending topics with Richie Rich and Westifer. The only problem is I get too hot and bothered and have to stop to take a break once in a while. Ooh, what are you taking a break for?
Send video. I'm just kidding, kind of.
Richie Rich is encouraging stalking.
Just bad behaviors.
Yeah. Snapchat. That's what it was invented for.
Exactly. 10 seconds goes away forever. No one ever knew.
Yeah, exactly. So the challenge still stands. If you go to iTunes, well, first of all, you have to jump through all the hoops to find our podcast to review it. Even if you're subscribed, which, by the way, please subscribe. Even if you are subscribed, you have to search on iTunes and then click on the show and go to reviews and leave a review. But if you leave a 5-star review, we will read anything you say along with your name.
Good, bad,
pretty
or ugly. Just kind of like the show.
Yeah, exactly. So give it to us.
giving you more wine right now.
Yeah, let's top off these wines and get to our topics of the week. Now, we usually, any time something kind of sad or bad has happened, we usually start at the top of the show with that. And then try to move on. We try to move on to the lighter subjects. But yeah, I feel like all of 2016
has been on. Welcome to the depressing podcast.
Yeah, I feel like every fucking week.
Ugh. It's like we have 1 week where nothing horrible happens. Shit.
I know. It makes me so fucking sad. So, Anton Yelchon from the Star Wars series, who played Scotty, and he's been in several other movies as well, was involved in a really freak accident where apparently he parked his car on a hill or something?
Yeah, his house was on an incline, and he was found with the car running in neutral, plus or between his mailbox, which was attached to his gate, and the car.
Ugh. That's terrible.
Which I'm guessing he was going somewhere, hopped out of the car.
Right. As we all do.
Yeah, I was going to go, shit, let me check the mail real fast.
Right.
And didn't realize that his car was in neutral. And someone asked me, well, who the fuck puts their car in neutral? Well...
You don't. You think you're putting it in park.
Yes. And if he had any type of new Mercedes or BMW, they don't actually have shifters. They have a toggle that you just kind of tap.
It's like a little ball. Right?
Yeah,
and
there's like a ball or a joystick, and it always goes back to center. It's not like the old school shifters where you're actually feeling anything. And I know this because my cousin has a BMW, and I've almost a gazillion times, a few times I've left it in neutral, literally hopping out to do something, and I got back in the car. I'm like, holy fuck, this shit is not in park.
Oh my god!
Because it doesn't. There's no feedback. You have to look at the screen, make sure that it goes into park. You're just tapping something, and yeah, again, I don't know if that was the case, but it's very easy.
That's what they're saying, that what happened, and that I always use my parking brake whenever granted I have a
my
shift,
mom does that all the
but
time.
I always use my parking brake because LA does have a lot of hills, and I've just always heard that's better to use that rather than just the brakes on your tires. So yeah, God, that's awful. Just
Rest in peace.
Yeah, a young guy like that had his whole career ahead of him. So R.I.P.
I think that's the last of the sad news, isn't it?
Yeah, that is the last of the sad news.
Good!
Yeah, so we're
already doing better than the last couple of weeks. Fuck.
Oh.
God damn it.
I felt like I've had to be so fucking serious the last few weeks.
Because we have. Now you can get back to being
really
silly and shady.
It's still been completely awful.
Well, true.
So let's move on then to something that we can both agree on. Demi Lovato is a fucking brat.
Bitch. Oh, God, she's obnoxious. Oh, God, go ahead with the story.
This week, she declared, one of her personalities declared on Twitter that she was too tired of hearing people's shit, and she was going to quit Twitter and quit Instagram, and you could only find her on Snapchat.
You should have talked to her about Mariah Carey.
Right. Well, that's
Perhaps we shouldn't have thrown shade, should we?
Yeah, because last week we were just talking shit about her because she was throwing shade at Mariah Carey. Somehow.
And the lambs came out to play. You thought the beehive was bad. These lambs are generations old. They're not Beyonce fans.
They were not fucking around. And yeah, poor Demi realized, of course, that, and we've said this before, Snapchat isn't quite as interactive. You don't get the retweets, and you don't get the hearts, and you don't get the attention that you get from Twitter or Instagram. Mm-hmm. So she was back within 24 hours, saying another side of Demi came out to say, I can't leave my fans behind. I love you guys. I'm going to be more honest and real than ever. I was like, bitch.
Oh my God, can't you just go away? I would have been perfectly happy with you disappearing for a while.
I know. Take a week off.
Or 3. God.
Please. So, yeah, she's annoying. And, maybe I would almost do a ban on Demi Lovato, except I actually kind of like bagging on her, so. This sounds ridiculous.
Luckily, she's not lived into the politics Kardashian closet.
Yeah, but she's just so ridiculous. Like, and I find this is what's crazy about social media. Like, I have friends who have closed down their Facebook, or like, have you ever had anyone like that? It's like quit.
Yeah.
And then like a month later, you get a friend request from them.
Or those stupid deleting this after today dramatic posts. I'm like, shut the fuck up. If you're gonna delete something, just fucking delete it, disappear. I'd be like, hey, why haven't you been on Facebook? Oh, I deactivated it. Okay, whatever. Do what you need to do, but stop being so damn dramatic and self-righteous.
Have you ever quit a social media platform?
I deactivated Facebook for... If anyone knows me, that's a big deal. For 3 weeks, actually.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You just kind of went offline.
It was more just like a test.
Yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't that hard. It's kind of freeing, but it was so hard to get my news because that's where I get my news from.
Right. I feel like that's where I see a lot of things too.
Yeah.
And like I said, I think I said it an episode or two ago, like my boyfriend and I will wake up and go through our feeds and like play videos for each other and read news to each other. Like, that's how you get your news these days. Our news. So
and you can filter through it.
Yeah, exactly. I've never quit. Well, I used to. Do you remember Friendster and like MySpace?
Oh shit! Yeah, I forgot.
Like I still have those accounts somewhere. Like I never shut those down. They could probably still find
giant glittery
my
MySpace profile.
Mess of a MySpace profile out there somewhere. Who's
in your top 20?
Oh God, I don't even know.
What's your song that plays when you automatically go to your page?
I don't fucking know. It was probably embarrassing.
I forgot all about Friendster. Shit, that took it back.
That was like one of the first ones.
I remember I had
I think that's the first one I joined. Aside from any gay stuff.
Yeah.
That's probably the first one that I joined. The first, like, social media.
Friendster.
Yeah. And even Friendster was pretty gay.
I mean. Yeah. I quit Twitter for like 3 years.
Oh, really?
But that was on accident because I
You forgot your password?
Yes! I forgot my password. I forgot the email associated with my password. And then I forgot the password to that email when I finally remembered that. So...
Yeah.
The same Twitter where you and I met on, when I moved to LA, forgot all my information. I got a whole new computer and everything, and everything wasn't automatically saved on there anymore. So up until last year, and for some reason randomly came back to me.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere. I was like, I used to use this old password. And was this the email? And it just magically worked. I was like, oh my gosh, my Twitter is back activated.
Yay!
Yeah, but that wasn't me forcibly leaving something. That was just me being old and forgetful.
Whoops.
It happened.
Yeah, I probably still have like, oh god, all kinds of old stuff. It's just... I've taken breaks. Like whenever I travel, I don't see the point of traveling and then trying to like capture everything because it's like it takes you out of the experience so much. And I get why people, I take a few pictures here and there, but like, I don't know, I feel like it really takes me out of the experience if I'm like, especially traveling to another country where I'm going to have to I've never actually traveled with an iPhone, so I don't know what that's like, but in the past, when I've traveled, it's always been some weird international phone, and you can't really do the whole... It's just, a whole lot. It's impossible anyway, so I'm just like, I just take little breaks here and there, like when I travel, and that's not too hard. Sometimes when I go home, I'll take a little break from it, just try not to be as involved with the phone as I normally am, but I've never quit anything. So it's all just floating around out there.
Especially not due to a tantrum. Her first mistake that you started.
Oh, if I ever went off and said I was going to quit something, I would never fucking go back. Like, that would be... If I put my foot down like that... No, even if I really wanted to.
You're not going to be talking about me in a podcast about how I'm a flip-flopper going back and what I said.
Okay, so someone that I really like, but who also kind of flipped out this week, but in a totally different way.
Totally hilarious.
Wasn't on social media at all, was Selma Blair, who apparently, I'm not sure what medication she was taking.
But I want some.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people take sleeping pills when they fly. Yeah. Or some kind of, does something to calm their nerves, or put them to sleep, or relax them. But she also... like many of us, enjoyed an adult beverage while she was in the air.
Clink, clink to that.
Clink, clink. And then went on a tirade about how, and she never said who, but she was like, he beats me, and he burns my vagina, and he doesn't let me eat. And she was going off on this bizarre fucking rant. At however many thousand feet in the air.
Was this on a video? Please tell me it was.
I don't believe so.
Fuck, really?
No, I don't think so.
Goddamn people in first class with their standards.
I know.
I love that.
She was escorted off by like hospital, like on a stretcher, because she obviously was having some kind of reaction. Okay. And she, to her credit, as soon as she was feeling better, she not only thanked everyone for helping her in her time of need, but apologized to all of the passengers.
Aww.
And said, I did something really embarrassing. I took some medication, and I also took some red wine. And from there, I don't really know what happened, but I apparently said some things that were really weird, and I'm really sorry. Basically just owned up to all of the shit. Just like, yep.
All right, then.
So, and I actually tweeted, like, I want to party with her. And I think my friends kind of took that as a diss, but I was just like, no, like, who hasn't been there where you're flying, you take something to sleep, or you take some wine, or, I've never, like, quite blacked out like that, but I do have certain quote-unquote memories that I only have because other people told me what happened.
Oh.
Like, oh yeah, that was the time you stripped off your top and started table dancing. I was like, oh no, that's not true. Yes, here's a picture.
It's a typical Tuesday night. What are you talking about?
But I didn't remember that one. That's the difference.
Okay. Touche. I don't think I've ever had a weird episode like that.
Oh, no.
I definitely no.
You never blacked out?
I blacked out, but not where I've like said random things.
Or like acted strangely.
No, I've given people attitude. I was really drunk before.
Okay.
But and then didn't remember the next day, and my friends be like, "You were giving me some sass last night." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" I'm very nice and very friendly, so I stayed away from tequila lately. But
yeah.
No, I had a weird episode when I got my wisdom teeth out. That was hilarious.
Oh.
Yeah, because they put me under because all four and they were impacted.
Oh,
so
God.
I had my friend, they make sure you have a driver, and
Yep.
you have to get your medication right after that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, yeah, I guess this counts, but it's like medical. I had my friend drive from Redlands to my house about 15 miles away, and I led him on a wild goose chase. I had him, for some reason, go from the dentist's office to my job.
Oh, my God.
At the medical clinic I worked at the time, and we sat in the parking lot, I guess, for like 15 minutes. He's wondering why we're there. He's like, maybe he's get his medication here. He's like, I thought he said at Target, but maybe it's at his job for some weird reason at that pharmacy.
Oh, my God.
And I guess I like snapped back and was like, why are we at my work? And he's like, you told me to come here. And I'm like, no, gotta go to Target. Gotta go get my medicine. So then we went to Target. I'm like slobbering at the mouth.
No.
And like my cheeks are huge. They're shoved with like cotton balls inside and gauze. I look disgusting. And then he had never been to my apartment. And I guess I had him circling around my complex for 25 minutes.
You're like, it might be that one.
Right.
Wait.
He finally got in. And I kept trying to like cuddle with him, I guess.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. I woke up like hours later in pain and not knowing how I got home. And he told me the whole story.
Oh God. Yeah.
That was the dentist's fault, wasn't mine.
True. No, I think everyone has that story when they get their wisdom teeth taken out. I clearly remember like starting to go under because I kept seeing the painting on the wall like fall off, and then I would look back up and it would be back up on the wall, and then it would fall down and then go back up on the wall. I was like, shit. And then I tried to like thank everyone before the surgery, but I was like, all that shit was in my mouth, and I was already like really fucked up. I was like, I just want you, like, who knows what I was even saying. So yeah, but I was pretty young when I had mine taken out. My mom actually was my driver, so.
Oh.
Yeah, but I've had some blackout moments. That's actually why I typically don't. I mean, we drink wine on the show, and we always joke about like whatever being drunk, but you know, half a bottle of wine isn't really that much. I don't drink a lot of like hard liquor. It's usually wine or beer, or like one drink and then a beer or something like that. And that's kind of why, because I've
that makes sense.
Had moments where I'm like, oh my God, wasn't it so great last night? Did we have so much fun? Like, you mean when you accidentally knocked over the heat lamp and you and your friend decided to trade shoes and you walked down to the street, and I was like,
and play kickball with the midget.
What are you talking
in the middle
about?
of Santa Monica Boulevard.
Yeah, all but that the midget actually happened. So,
wow.
So yeah, I just have to like dial it back.
Okay. At least you know. At least you know.
Just kind of dial it back. Yeah. All right. So let's move. So enough. So Selma, I feel you. Yeah, we feel you, girl. You're fine. You're fine. All right. So moving on to some shade beyond the grave. You brought this one up.
Yes. So. Audio came out today of Michael Jackson. I guess he was recording this notes and whatnot for his biography he did way back in the day. And apparently he was not a fan of Prince. He said Prince is one of the most mean, rude people he's ever encountered in his entire life.
Oh my gosh. He was very arrogant.
He absolutely was. I guess Prince reached out to him to do a duet, and Michael Jackson said absolutely not.
Oh, wow.
I guess they did some performance with that. Apparently there's video of those two and James Brown, and Prince fell off the stage or something, and Michael Jackson said he made a fool out of himself.
Oh, my.
And so this all came to light today, all these years later.
Wow. Now, was this in, were these notes in Michael's real voice? Or were they in his high-pitched?
Oh, I actually didn't hear the audio.
Oh, okay.
I just read the transcript.
I'd be curious to know, because if you've ever actually heard Michael Jackson actually speak, that was not his. He didn't talk like way up here. Like he didn't actually talk like that.
No. So many people are like that, though.
Yes.
We were just talking about Paris Hilton.
Yeah, Paris Hilton actually has a fairly deep voice.
Britney Spears sounds country as hell. That is not her voice that she ever speaks in interviews or anything.
Yeah.
She has the most twangiest
oh my God,
country accent. Who else has a weird
Jennifer Tilly is her whole there's a lot of them.
Yeah. She's really weird when you think about it.
Yeah. Well, I could see someone like, when you look at like a Britney or like a Paris, using the more bubbly kind of baby voice versus, like Paris's voice is deep enough where she could have been more like the rebel girl or you know what I mean? But that's not usually seen as a sex symbol.
True.
And she wanted to be a sex symbol. So
that's so weird.
Yeah. I know, it's crazy. But yeah, Michael does that. I feel like Janet does it a little too.
Yeah.
A little affected.
Mm-hmm.
But I think a lot of people do that. They create some kind of
voice persona.
Yeah.
That's a lot of work.
It's too much.
Although, you know what? I can't even say anything because, this is funny, just yesterday, and I get teased at work about this, apparently I have a different voice when I'm speaking to guests versus when I'm speaking just in general.
Oh, okay, I could see that.
And I've heard this before and I didn't really pay attention to it. My coworker yesterday was like, it's so weird hearing you speak to guests. I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, you sound really bro-ish. I'm like, what? She's like, your voice gets this really like deep grovelly thing.
Like, dude, yeah.
And you're like, hey guys, welcome to Saddle Ranch, blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, what? And I caught myself doing it.
Oh my God.
And it wasn't anything I actually thought about doing.
Yeah.
It's just something that I did. So, God, I guess I'm in this group of people now, and that makes me feel very odd.
Well, I think to a degree. No, I think to a degree we all do that. I mean, when I'm, teaching my classes and I have the mic on, it's a it's a high intensity class.
Go!
And
go!
I put a little extra bass to it, and I get a little, I definitely throw a little something extra into it. So yeah, and then I get off the mic. Then I get off the mic and I'm like, bye guys. Like,
thanks so much. See you next week, bitches.
We all probably do that to a degree. I think a lot of people use that corporate talk at work, like corporate speak at work, and speak very, professionally. Yeah. And then as soon as they get off work, they talk like swear like a sailor.
Oh, fuck, I need a glass of wine.
Yeah, exactly. Which we hope, dear listener, that you are having a glass of wine with us and enjoying the podcast so far. We have one more topic before we get to our two more topics before we get to our new segment, Nerd News. I'm really excited about Nerd News. So hopefully there's more Nerd News every week so we can do this more often.
There's our audience clapping, by the way.
Yeah, that was our... Yeah. So I just wrote down Finding Dory. Neither of us have actually seen it yet.
No. How do you know? No, I haven't.
I'm just guessing, but it's on par to beat like Star Wars and
really
movies for like its opening weekend, or it's on that level. Like it's made over 200 million already in its opening weekend. Which I only kind of mentioned for just a couple of reasons. Number one, you've always heard so many times in Hollywood, oh, you can't come out in Hollywood. Mm-hmm. And then you see someone like Ellen DeGeneres or Neil Patrick Harris or Colton Haynes or all these other people who are on,
actual successful
big,
shows.
Huge
and
shows in movies.
Not even playing gay a lot of times. Like Neil Patrick Harris always plays the straight womanizer.
Yeah. So, number one. Number two, I mean, Frozen, I think, and some of the other Disney films have proven this, but they always say that boys don't go to animated films unless they have a male lead, as to where girls will go to an animated film that has a male lead, like Finding Nemo. Mm-hmm. But that's apparently not true because a lot of boys love Dory from Finding Nemo, and we're perfectly willing to go see her in this movie. So that made me happy to hear that it's doing so well. I fucking love Ellen. She's so great.
She's great.
I heard Ellen's actually very difficult.
I've heard that behind
demanding.
the scenes. Yes.
Just very, not I don't say difficult, just very demanding. Mm-hmm. Like very, very high stakes, like super demanding. Which I also, I've heard about like Johnny Carson and like a lot of those kind of talk show. Because you're doing a daily show.
Oh yeah.
So, Lord knows, when we finally get that damn intern,
I know, we're going to be demanding as fuck.
I'm going to crack the fucking whip on that intern. Where is her? I put it, actually...
Kitty!
Where's Kitty? Kitty, get us more wine.
Fuck is my latte?
Yeah. Seriously, I can't wait to be demanding. So I'm really glad that that's doing well, and something that I thought was fucking funny when you brought it up on our last topic before we get to Nerd News is this whole deal with Abby Lee Miller.
I love this! So Abby from Dance Moms is in a little bit of trouble. Oh, which I didn't tell you earlier, could result in her having 5 years in prison. Yeah, that's what
Oh my god, holy shit.
So she, a few years ago, declared Chapter 11 bankruptcy. And got rid of all of her debt and everything that she owed people. Mm-hmm. Well, fast forward a few years later, a bankruptcy judge is watching an episode of Dance Moms.
Oh my god.
Where she happens to be talking about only making $9,000 a month. To which this bankruptcy judge, who was obviously a fan of the show, was like, well, wait a minute.
Like, that doesn't
She has all these endorsements and this show, and I know that she's making more money than that off of this show.
Oh my god.
Plus she has her own dance studio making all this money off these children. That alone would be more than $9,000 a month. And decides to investigate her ass. And she has been smuggling, I think they said $755,000 into various accounts. Also, they dug up emails. And they don't know if production was involved or what, but there were blatant emails with headlines stating, keep me out of jail, hide this money, don't say yes.
Oh!
I'm not playing around. I'm not making this up at all.
Oh my god.
I died reading this entire write-up.
Fucking insane.
Yes, it was keep me out of jail, hide this money, don't put money in the bank, or don't put money in this account.
Jesus Christ. You might as
Less
well be
than
like,
smart.
Yeah, what a dumb bitch.
So now...
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, she's facing a bunch of fines and possible jail time.
You don't leave a trail.
I mean, and that obvious keep me out of jail,
Christ.
Don't put money in the bank.
Girl, not even code words.
Right?
I mean, like...
like, keep my ass out of jail. Don't put money in this account. Western Union it.
Not even a code word. Nothing. Jesus Christ. So, what happens with these people who suddenly make all this money is then you start spending all this money.
Mm.
Where you're buying houses and cars and you're going on these trips and you're doing all this shit. And you've got, assistants and a publicist and whatever. And you're like spending all this fucking money and you end up getting yourself like in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is hilarious trouble. I'm sorry. What did you expect?
Saying that you make $9,000 when you're making close to $1 million. Come on. What a crook. Lord. Oh my god.
Gosh. Yeah, so that was, I found entertaining. Not that I like to get off on people's misfortune, but she did it to herself, so.
And she's kind of a mean
She is. She
person.
likes to stare and yell at children. And
she has zero experience as a dancer.
No, I think her mom was really good, and that's about it. That doesn't
her
qualify
mom
you.
Yeah, that doesn't qualify her at all. Yeah, she's... Yeah. Mm-mm. Whatever, fuck you.
Keep me out of jail. Don't put money in this account.
Oh, she goes to jail. Alright, so... she'll probably just use all that money to buy some really high-powered attorneys and keep her ass out of jail.
Exactly.
Whatever. So that leads us to our new segment.
I'm excited for this.
It's called Nerd News. So we'll lead off.
I love the voice.
Yeah, we'll lead off with the Power Rangers.
Yay! I'm so
you're a huge Power Rangers fan.
I'm a huge Power Ranger fan. It's my one nerd vice that will never ever go away.
So you've seen like a ton of the TV shows, the movies, you're completely
all the
geeked out
movies
on
for better or worse. My God, the first one was good. The second one was like an extended episode. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking.
Oh God.
But yes, Bryan Cranston is gonna be Zordon.
And that he's the like big main
giant. Yeah, he's the one that forms the Power Rangers, and he's a giant head in this big blue tube, and yes, he's like their leader basically. He holds the power coins. He's the one that assembles them. Mm-hmm. So yes, I'm excited for that.
That's pretty cool.
Actual giant Oscar-nominated names in this movie now, which is so random to me.
It's kind of crazy because he also did the Godzilla movie, which I never got around to seeing, but I actually heard the Godzilla movie was good because of him and the
absolutely.
father-son dynamic that was at play in that movie. So I do actually want to catch that. But he always brings something, he did Malcolm in the Middle, which was so fucking funny.
Great.
And then you turned around into Breaking Bad, which at times was, absurdly funny, but was, so crazy and... Oh my God, that show was so intense. I mean, it gave my boyfriend anxiety. It was so
Nick.
intense. So it'll be interesting to see what he does with the role. I think he is the one that, will be able to legitimize it while also making it really fun.
I think it'll be good.
Which I think Elizabeth Banks has that ability to.
Oh, absolutely.
Because that was the one thing I loved about her in the Hunger Games where, there's a meme about... that is mahogany. It was the whole. So he took that one line and just killed it. So I
those two,
there's some hope.
The main purveyor of good and
evil.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it. Also, a little known fact: Bryan Cranston did voices for the first few seasons for some of the monsters on Power Rangers.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
And also, the Blue Ranger Billy was named after him. Billy Cranston.
Wow.
So he's actually coming full circle now with the franchise.
That's really
cool. Was a cool fun fact.
Yeah.
Talk about nerding out.
Oh, I know. Well, in further nerd news, we have one of my favorites of all time, Lynda Carter, aka the original Wonder Woman. She is coming back to TV. She hasn't acted in a long time because she has a singing career. She just does these She does these little jazz clubs all over the country.
The fuck?
Mm-hmm.
This is brand new information.
And she sells out. I mean, I've actually seen her. Yeah, I've seen her. Surprise.
I'm so shocked. This is not brand new information.
This is how I got her to sign my Wonder Woman DVDs.
Oh, it all comes full circle now.
But yeah, she loves singing jazz, and she writes songs, and she covers some classics, and she has a whole band. Oh my gosh, she's actually a really, really great bluesy jazz singer.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, you'll be surprised, I think.
I am surprised already. Yeah. I can't wait to hear this now.
It's not like she's coming out with these big albums and huge tours like Mariah or Britney, but she just makes
she's still doing her thing.
And does,
I like that.
Thing. And is so kind and welcoming to the Wonder Woman fans.
That's
I mean,
awesome.
like I said, she signed my DVDs at the show, and she is coming back to TV after a long time away, and actually still staying with DC Universe. She's going to be in the new Supergirl season, which is season 2 for Supergirl, and
which is one of my favorite new shows. Actually,
I haven't seen it yet.
It's the only show I've actually kept up with.
Oh, really?
In literally years.
Oh, wow!
It happened by accident.
It's like a role reversal.
It happened by accident.
So you really like it?
Yeah, it was. Because I've never really been a Superman fan. I've always been a Batman guy. Mm-hmm. And I was looking for something to watch on my on-demand, and it was on there. I was like, oh, let me just give this show a try, or whatever. This entertainment blog I follow was always talking about it.
Yeah.
And it's cheesy, but it's very, very good. Calista Flockhart plays her boss, who's very bitchy and fun and kind of a Devil Wears Prada type character. And it's cheesy, but it's very well made, and it's just a lot of fun. And there's twists and turns, and I was like, oh, I'll watch an episode, and then I watched the entire season. I'm missing 3 episodes now, but yeah, shit was good.
Yeah, and you would think out of the two of us that I would be the one that was watching that, because I do catch up on all those. I watch Arrow and Flash and all that stuff, but I haven't caught up on it because I am not a huge Superman fan, and I just thought I probably will binge watch it, especially now, to know what's going on. But I just hadn't gotten around to it yet, so I'll have to check that out. But I love seeing that, kind of bringing full circle, like you were talking about with Bryan Cranston. Yeah. So.
Oh well, actually, about that show, they do bring weird characters that have played other people in the Superman universe into the show. Like, they do flashbacks, and Dean Cain is her father.
Who played Superman back in the day. Superman in Lois and Clark.
And the actress that played Supergirl in the movie back in the day plays her mother.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I think I'd get Faye Dunaway.
That'd be amazing.
It'll never happen.
No, absolutely not.
Faye Dunaway will not allow you to talk about that movie or Mommy Dearest.
Really?
She does not.
Oh my.
No.
Talk about demanding.
Funny story that I heard about Faye Dunaway is, I forget who I heard this through, and who knows if this is fucking real or even about Faye Dunaway, but I heard about her.
But it's fun, so let's talk about it.
I heard that she had a driver pick her up, and literally picked her up, called her when he was there. She didn't say a word. She came out to the car, got into the back seat, the whole ride, never said a word. And he finally was like turning on the turn signal to make the like final turn somewhere. And she finally leaned forward and said, "Could you please turn that down?" Like, the turn signal?
Like, right? Right on top of it, Rose.
What? Okay. So yeah, that was like, wow. What a diva! Like, right. That turn signal is so loud.
This is so distracting.
Please.
That is hilarious. I can totally envision that though. That is not anything that I have a struggle in thinking about.
That's amazing. If that's true, that's fucking awesome. All right, so hopefully we'll get to see Lynda Carter on Supergirl. Definitely worth checking that one out. You can catch all those episodes up now because they're in between seasons. So
yeah,
I'm definitely gonna do that. All right, well that brings us to the end of our topics and our new segment, Nerd News, and leads us to who do we hate
and who do we love
this week. So I actually had written down who I loved, and I left that piece of paper in the other room, and I forgot.
Mine's on my phone, and I'm not saying I'm going to get it. We're pretty tied to this damn to the studio space today. Oh, I just remembered it though. Okay, perfect.
I'm just gonna make one up, but I definitely know who I hate. Yeah. Oh my god. So this has been fucking creeping me out all fucking week, and I saw this on Facebook. Did you see the Facebook of that kangaroo that was looking at itself in the reflection of the house?
You're not going to hate kangaroos, because that's what I'm going to fucking hate. I hate them.
Oh my god, you hate kangaroos too.
I didn't know that you hated kangaroos. Everyone, you've just witnessed a live bonding moment right here between us two.
Kangaroos are fucking freaky as fuck. I
hate the kangaroos forever. And everyone's like, oh my god, how can you hate kangaroos? They're so cute. I'm like, they are not cute. They are mucus pouch having, talon clawed, strong boxing, standing on their tail motherfuckers.
They're freaky as
fuck. This is our mutual. Who do we hate this week?
Yes.
They're horrible.
Did you see that video?
Oh yeah, I posted it.
Oh my god.
And my friends are all like, wait, what? Because in every single one, they're always laughing about hating kangaroos. I'm like, this is why I fucking hate kangaroos. They're evil.
Okay, so first of all, even though I already thought they were creepy as fuck prior, I only thought that they were like I thought they were tall for a marsupial, being maybe like 3-4 feet tall.
No, they're our height.
They're like 6'5", 6'7", like they're huge. They're fucking huge.
Yes.
And they have these weird, like, manly, broad chests that look humanoid with these, like, when I say claws, like, I mean, like, velociraptor type claws.
They are basically modern-day velociraptors.
Oh, my God. Plus, like, that weird, creepy donkey horse face thing. I don't know what that is.
Australia has a lot of weird shit down there.
They do. Well, you know, marsupials include like opossums and some other stuff that you would probably confuse for a rodent. But like koalas. Koalas have 2 dings. Did you know that?
What?
Yeah, they have 2. And koala females have 2 holes. Like 2 vaginas. It's true.
No, you're lying right now. Why? What is the point of this?
I don't know.
I can't. I can't.
Marsupials are fucking weird. So, it.
Yeah, no, all my friends are always giving me, how can you hate a kangaroo? How? Because they stand their fucking crazy-ass tails that they can whip you with, first of all.
Yeah.
They're like an animal weapon. They can box the fuck out of you. They can send their tails and disembowel you with their claws and their feet.
Oh, just those claws alone.
I mean, they're scary as hell. Not even on their hands, but hey, Kitty.
Kitty agrees that.
Yeah, she's like, no, they're fucking evil, and they are from Satan. Oh, and their pouches are full of mucus.
Oh yeah.
Oh god.
Oh, they're it's like this jelly in there. It's not like furry or it's not like cute whatsoever. It's like
and they have sharp teeth.
And yeah. Oh.
They're like nature's assassin. And my friend lives in Australia, and she almost got killed by one of these things because over there they hop across the street like deer over here.
Oh shit!
She and her parents hit a fucking kangaroo with this tall, giant, predator-looking ass.
Oh my god!
Gallivanting across the street out of nowhere, hop in front of their car.
That's freaky as fuck.
Yeah.
No.
Oh god, yeah. So we hate kangaroos.
Oh god, that's so funny.
That was 2 birds with one stone.
Well, who do you love this week?
I love Skittles.
Skittles?
Yes, because they are doing something awesome for the gay community.
Oh.
This week they are selling completely whited out packaging with all white Skittles because they said that the rainbow deserves to be for Gay Pride Month. And so they removed it from all of their Skittles merchandise.
Oh, wow.
Which I think is a very awesome way to do that. Since everything else plasters itself in rainbows, they're known for the rainbow. And they said, well, you know what? The rainbow is ours every other month of the year. This is Gay Pride Month, and we are removing our rainbow.
Wow, that's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
That's very cool.
I love Skittles.
I actually have a corporate shout out as well. We're not selling out. We're not taking money, I swear.
Yes,
but I was reading about jeans and how a lot of jeans that are manufactured in these other countries where they have this like kind of basically slave labor. I was actually reading how Levi's, for ahead of all the other companies, Levi's is taking the most progressive stances towards. And there are other companies. In fact, if you Google most ethical jean companies, you'll come up with a list of like a top 5, and they actually only got an honorable mention. But the other ones are really obscure brands. Levi's is the only huge like corporation. So it kind of was like, damn, that's really cool. Just because I love Levi's and I have a lot of Levi's jeans, because they're classics. They fit really well, and I would like them. So it's like, oh yeah, I'm totally giving them a shout out, because that's, you know, when you have a product like that where you're obviously you can, like a lot of manufacturers do, cut corners and all the stuff, then they choose not to. That's a good thing. So you should support that.
Coolness.
So yeah. All right, that leads us to our sex question of the week. Ooh, now on Twitter, this got a 50-50.
People are lying. I don't care.
Have you ever let someone watch you have sex? Well, I take it from your response that you're on the yay side.
Yes. Whatever would have given you that idea? Now,
when did this occur? Oh, we're out of wine. When did this occur?
A few times, actually.
Oh.
Mostly on vacation. After a few or dozen cocktails. And I get into that weird mode where I just don't care.
Yeah.
And
things happen.
If a friend happens to be next to me while things are happening and they're awake, whatever.
Yeah.
It's happened before. I'm completely open about that. Day or night. I've never actually scheduled anyone to watch me have sex, but it's absolutely happened more than a few times.
I feel like that's how a lot of these things work out. Like it's not a pre-planned kind of thing. But I'm definitely on the yes side as well. So I'm throwing this into. I think I've talked about
as if
my
anyone has any
sexual
question about that.
proclivities in the past. We're like, you mean that sex party you went to? Yeah. So I've definitely let people watch. In fact, I think the first time it happened, I was in college, my roommate and a friend of his, I think, watched me and my boyfriend at the time. We were under the covers.
Oh.
But they were like, "Oh, you can tell you're messing around." And we're like, "No, we're not." So they fucking pulled the covers back, and they're like, "Well, if you're gonna mess around,
there you go.
Yeah, we're gonna at least get to watch.
Have at it."
We're like, okay.
No, we're not. Lies.
No, we're not. I mean, no, we're not.
It's cum just splatters everywhere. Then what's on my arm right now?
It's moisturizer. So, yeah, and I don't think that's a very big deal. I mean, sometimes it sounds like so clandestine, like, oh my god, what were they doing? What were they doing when they watched you? I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention to them.
I was a little occupied.
Yeah. Who cares?
Like, it's just sex.
Yeah.
People watch porn, don't they? It's like live porn.
Exactly. Exactly. Well, I think for some people, like, that would cross the line, and they would feel like that person would want to participate and weird things, but I always feel like if you're pretty clear, in the beginning, then I don't know.
Yeah.
Or who knows?
I caught someone trying to film me one time.
What?
Yes. I was in Vegas, and I met this guy. So cute. And we got along really well. I'm not really a hookup type of person. Talked about this before. Mm-hmm. But I was in Vegas, and I was drunk, and whatever. I didn't care. So we were staying in the exact same hotel, coincidentally, on the same floor. So we're texting. I go to my room. He goes to his room, and I'm like, okay, I'll go over. He's like, well, if you don't mind, my friend is here with me, and he's nowhere to go, and I don't want to kick him out and be rude. I'm like, okay, whatever, I don't care. As I take a shot.
You're like, whatever, it's Vegas.
As I take a shot of tequila in my room before going. So we're doing...
Kitty.
Yes, Kitty.
Kitty's into the story. She fully is into it.
So we're doing things, there's some oral transactions taking place, and his friend's watching and jacking off, whatever. And then I happen to glance over while I'm mid-duty, and I see him videotaping this.
Oh, no.
To which I think it was all set up at that point.
Right.
And I went full on, like, Hollywood diva, give me your phone. It was, give me your phone. He's like, what? I'm texting. No, you're not. Give me your fucking phone. Opened up the phone, went to the photo gallery, saw that he was videotaping, and took pictures. And I deleted every single one of those out of his phone.
Oh, my God.
And this is before the clouds and all that shit existed, so the shit was actually gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, sneaky bastards. After I agree to go ahead and let him watch, he wasn't out in the cold.
Okay, you feel like you're doing someone a thing.
Right, and then I'm over here on TMZ.
Okay. That is not okay.
Yep.
No.
A mess.
No.
So right. What do you guys think?
Yeah. Well, we didn't get any stories with our poll. So if you have let someone watch, we would certainly love to hear some stories. There are a couple stories I didn't tell because it's not quite. Well, we're actually a little under an hour, so I felt like
fill in some time, Wes. We're all listening.
So this isn't exactly sex, just because people feel like sex is like intercourse or like fucking or whatever. But so this isn't exactly sex, but I can think of it a couple of occasions where someone has given me a blowjob on a dance floor. And one time...
I only laugh because this rings true to heart a couple of months ago for me, but never mind.
Wait, does this happen to you too? One time was kind of at a party...
Not too long ago.
Oh. Well, one time it was kind of at a party where it was like, okay, that's cool that that's like happening. Not the other time. It was like a really crowded dance floor, and this happened so on the sly because it was, it's dark and the lights are whatever, and everyone's like, dancing around. And like the dance floor is so packed where no one can even
see
past an inch next to
them.
What's happening. Except we eventually drew an audience. And
oh. See, I wasn't caught. I was at Mickey's on the dance floor. Very classy. And I met this guy, and I was so wasted. And we're like up against the wall. If you've ever been to Mickey's, it's like up against the wall towards the back.
Oh, it's like super dark.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
the dark corner.
He whipped it out, which normally I'd be like, ew, what the fuck are you doing? But there had been enough vodka in my system to make me think that it was hot. And so we were dancing, and I would be dancing with my back facing him, and that's when I would start jacking him off, and then I'd turn around and would dance and drop to my knees and kind of pop it, and that's when it was happened to slip into my mouth a few times. We're horrible on this show. This show is, God, I say it every week, this show is so stupid.
We're literally tragic. The worst. We're fucking trash. I love it.
And this is why you guys tune in every single week.
What I love is we both had like reserved stories to tell.
And it was like, well, we had some time to fill, so.
Remember that time I got the house on fire?
Top 4 Fiesta Cantina.
Oh, yes. Oh, my God. We should have like a... You know what? Maybe next week we'll be like, have you ever had sex in a gay club? Or like in a club or something like that. Because obviously... I'm pretty much yes for everything.
Both answer that question
first. This is why... Okay, this is... You know that game, that shot game that people play?
Never have I
ever. Never have I ever. I will not play that fucking game.
Because you'll be drinking
I will not. In 20 minutes, I'm fucking plastered. Out. The things that people have never done. I'm like, are you kidding? It's like 3 times this week.
Well, getting the mail. What are you talking about?
Come on. I can't play that game.
We just live very full lives.
You know what? I have no shame in it whatsoever. I've lived a life. I have a very happy place in my relationship. We're together. We have a life together. I think we've talked about this on episodes past, where it's a choice we both made as a couple to have a partnership and have a life. And I had a ton of fun. But it's also really fun to have someone where everything is like a teamwork, where everything is, our adventure together, where everything is, new in that way. So as much fun as I've had, and I don't regret on any level, I don't miss any of that shit at all. Because now I'm into something completely new and uncharted. Exactly. So, yeah. So cheer up, sluts. There's hope for y'all.
You too can reform.
It's not even reform. I mean, we're fucking nasty. But, it's like with each other.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
The Westerford School for Reformed Hoes.
Okay. Well, that brings us to the end of another episode.
Yes, a less depressing episode, thankfully.
I know. Fuck. God. So you guys can always get in on the conversation. We would love to hear from you, especially on Twitter. Please tweet us at
RichieRich909.
And I'm at Westifer. Until next week, you can always check out some cool music on SoundCloud with our new sponsor, DJ Nickropolis.
Yay!
SoundCloud.com/Nickropolis, NICKROPOLIS79. He just did a Lana remix this week. He's got a Britney
awesome.
Yeah, it's great. He did a Britney mega mix. He's in a horror movie mega mix.
He's just mixing shit left and right.
Yeah, it's awesome. So check it out.
Crocker.
Yes. And entertain yourself. Until next week. We'll see you then.
Bye, guys.
Bye.